Wagwan recap fam, yes, me know it has been quite a while, at least about a month now since me drop a recap to the recap channel. But not to worry, I am back right now and in full effect. And I must first apologize to all of my real subscribers who keep looking out for the next recap, the next video to be uploaded. But right now, here is a next recap. Alright, now this one right here is a lady who shared her experience on Unstoppable Live about how she had this guy in Jamaica. Maybe I shouldn't call her a boyfriend, but she started, conversing with this guy in Jamaica and thing, and she was saying how much the guy really nice and thing, and he was loving and caring and always a check up on her and all of that, until it got to the point where him start to ask for things. You know what, go already. Anyway, family, take a listen to this one right here that was shared on Unstoppable Live. Come, I could do it.
Yeah, actually I met ex-husband when I was 19 years old. Yeah, we actually are moving together when I was 22, and we have 3 kids together. But at point of time, everything was smooth for the first year, 2 years, but as time goes by, he became very emotionally abusive to me. It's like if I was to go to the mall, and he would time me every time. It's like I would go to the mall, he would says, "Why you stay so long at the mall? When I come home is a problem." Like it's like I couldn't go anywhere, I couldn't have any friends. It was always a problem. Even speaking to family members, it was a problem. So I used to say, like, why are you this way? Like, why are you treating me this way? And he used to like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna change. But over the years, he never did change. It was really bad.
So
Like, even
basically,
when a family say,
you're saying
pardon me?
he was controlling then.
Yes,
Okay.
he was controlling and he was emotionally abusive too.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, if someone to come visit me, say for instance, my sister, cousin is like, he's like, oh, why are they coming? Why they, and when, it's like, oh, he's all believe it's a problem. But when his family come, it's okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I was the perfect wife. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted me to just like stay home. Okay. I had to quit my job at one point. Okay. Just stay home, cook, clean, just take care of him, the kids and everything, which I did. Actually, I used to do everything just to please him, but still that wasn't enough. Okay. So it reached the point I said, I just said, that's it, enough. Anyways, I left after how many years? Oh my gosh. And after I left, a friend introduced me. She called me. Like I started back to work and everything. And one morning, because I do like most of the time night shift, she called me and she says, she has someone. She would say, "Oh, Jackie, oh, I have a guy for you, whatever, very, very nice guy." I said, "Listen, I don't want any guy, okay?" She's like, "Oh, he's a very nice person, whatever." So I'm thinking, okay, maybe the person, whatever, is here. Never to know, like, he's in Jamaica. So I said, okay. I said, she was convincing. But she said, oh, he's a very nice person, whatever. So she's like, oh, can I give him your number? So I said, okay. So she gave him the number. In about 10 minutes time or whatever, he called me. And I had a picture up on my profile and he saw me. He's like, when he called, he's like, oh, how old are you? So I'm like, how old do I look? So he's like, oh, you look 25. I'm like, really? 25? I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm not 25.
Mm-hmm.
So he was there going on, sweet talking and everything like that, whatever. He said, oh, you sound like, no, he says, no. First of all, he started speaking like, in his accent. He started that accent. So I said to him, listen, be yourself, okay? You don't have to talk to me in no accent, whatever, like you live in Canada for years or America, whatever, you're in Jamaica. I'm like, I've been married to a Jamaican for years, so I understand patois. So anyway, it seemed like he was relieved when I said that. So as time goes by, like, he used to call me, we talk and everything. And then after a while, he's like, He's like, you know what? He's like, I only have one pair of shoe. I'm like, okay.
Wait, wait,
He's
wait,
like, I've been
wait,
working,
wait
but
a minute. Wait
yeah,
a minute. Let me ask you this. Hold on. Hold on. When you say talking for a while, no, seriously, when you say talking for a while,
yeah.
how long you been talking before him start say him only have this and him only have that? Give us some time frame now.
Actually,
Let's be real.
okay, I think it was like maybe like after a month. Yeah. A month going into 2 months. Yeah.
Wait, so
Then he's
after
like,
a month, him already start telling us him only have one pair of shoes?
he has one pair of shoe. Yeah.
But isn't that still
Yeah.
the time frame where a man should be still trying to woo you and win you over before him start beg? I mean, in my
I
book,
but no,
I would think so.
unstoppable. This this guy was like, it's like he had sugar in his mouth. He would call me. He would like, oh, how are you doing today? Did you have breakfast? How is the children? Is everyone okay? So I'm thinking, oh, this guy is so, he's so loving. Like he would send me text phrases, oh, I love you, this, that, whatever. And like, he was just sweet. He was just,
After a
like he
month?
know exactly what to say.
After a month?
Yes. Yeah, he says to me, no, he says, no, not I love you. He said, oh, I think I'm falling in love with you
After a
because you seems
month?
to be like you're a nice person.
No,
After a
I
month,
still have to
almost
ask
into
if it's
2 months.
all after a month, because falling in love with you is still kind of strong after a month. I mean, viewers may not know
Yes,
if
yeah.
I'm
So,
wrong, but you
yeah,
don't tell me. But okay, so you and him at now for couple weeks. Him
yeah.
send you all the
Almost two
love,
months, almost 2 months.
all
Yeah,
love notes and stuff. No, I'm talking about initially almost 2 months, right?
yeah.
Him a send you all the sweet nothings in messages and all of that.
Oh
Him
gosh,
show a little
so
bit of
much. I've never got
concern.
so much emojis and stuff like that. He's always no every time, he was every time it's like, oh, how is your day going? He would text, how is how is the kids, whatever. Did you eat breakfast? Did you have
Hmm.
lunch? What did you have? And it was like, he was like the sweetest guy, you know.
Setting you up for the kill. Alright.
Yes,
Go ahead. Let me stop.
yeah.
Let me stop. Go
So
ahead.
I said to him, I'm like, no, at one point I was like, you know what? I'm like, you Jamaican guys, whatever. I'm like, you're back there, whatever. I'm like, and I'm like, you know what? I don't really believe you. At one point I said to him, I'm like, I don't believe you, and
Hmm.
he was like, what do you mean? He's like, you know what? It's not all Jamaican guys is the same. So I keep telling him, I said, I keep hearing stories about Jamaicans,
Hmm.
you know? So he keep trying to convince me, no, we're not all the same and stuff like that. And, even when before I went to mom, I spoke to his mom, right? He was very convincing. The other thing, actually after 3 months, he went and he tattooed my name on his hand. Okay? That was what convinced me.
Wait. No, man. Hold on. Hold on. Wait there. Viewers, who not hear what go on here, so? So, within a short space of time, she don't get to meet mommy over the phone.
Yes,
And within that short
yes,
space of time, my boy tattoo her name on him. Hold on there, man. Wait there. Hold on there.
yep,
Tell me more. This I get saucy. Tell me more.
yeah. So he was like, well, as I said, he says, oh, he was working or whatever. So at the moment, as I said, he said he's not working. So he keeps saying, oh, this is bad. Or like at one time, he's like, I have no food in the house. There's no food, whatever. Can you send me a little money for food? I'm like, okay, no problem. Send money for food.
Wait, you kind of jump though. Because yes, at
Yeah,
first you did tell you say, nah, you only have one pair of shoes. So, did you actually send him money for buy shoes too?
I did. I sent him money to buy shoe. He said he had one pair of shoe and I think it was like one pair of pants. Okay. So he needed some clothes. Okay. So I sent the money for the shoes, for the clothes, but it keep continuing. It was always something after that. After that is like, oh, there's no TV in the house. There was a TV in the house, but he says the TV in the house is not good. Right? So I said, okay, okay. He needs a TV. I said, okay, send him money. He bought the TV. Well, he was really smooth though. Very, very smooth. But I think what it was is the tattoo.
But hold on. We so talk a little bit more
Yeah.
about the tattoo, but wait there. Alright, so
Yes.
him never have no shoes, him never have no
Yeah.
clothes, him never have no TV,
Yes.
and no food in the house.
No.
So
No. 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 No.
what was he wearing before him start talk to you?
No, he said no, he had one pair of shoes. Sorry, one pair of shoe.
Yeah, but
He
what?
had one
Okay,
pair of shoe.
so what was why? What? No food never in the house before him start talk to you. Why is it that it is
I
your
guess
responsibility after him start talk to you now to
because
put food in the house?
because he says, oh, he's not working at the moment because stuff closed, so he lost his job, but he's currently trying to find something. So yeah, and stuff is hard. Jamaica is hard. This I'm telling you is very convincing. Okay. So, anyways, did all that.
So before you continue, no man, before you continue, me have to ask you that question here. So when he said that he was going to put a tattoo, wait, did he tell you he was gonna tattoo his hand, or did he show it to you after he did it? What? How that happened?
No, he says to me he's gonna do this. What you gonna do? He's gonna
No,
tell you I'm
can,
gonna
no.
surprise you.
Repeat that again, cause your connection break up just now. Say it again. We want to hear that. Go
No,
again.
he told me that he's gonna surprise me. He never said. He just said he's gonna surprise me.
Mm.
So I'm like, he's gonna do something. Yeah, it's gonna be a surprise. So then after he went, when he went to get the tattoo, he took a video of it, sent me the video, and then after he took a picture. And I'm like, what? I said, at first, I'm like, you're crazy.
All right.
He's
So
like, oh, I take this tattoo to show you how much I love you. You know what? Actually, I've been thinking about that after and saying, was that really a real tattoo? But he showed me what was convincing to me is that he was in the tattoo, you know, parlor getting the tattoo. So, yeah.
mm-hmm. All right, continue. Go on.
So, yeah. So that's why, so as time go on, he's like, he keeps saying, oh, whatever, babes, I love you. He always wanted something. It was always something. And he's like, oh, babes, all I want to do is come to Canada and take care of you. I want to come make sure you're okay. And, I just, because you're such a nice person, you're so loving, I love you. And, keep going on and on. Anyways, one day I was actually on Facebook. And when I look, I seen him. But are you on Facebook? He's like, no, I'm not on Facebook. And when I looked, I see like, okay, this name is this person on Facebook. So I confronted him. Yeah, because from day one, he told me when I asked him, I'm like, are you on, like, not on Facebook, because why I don't want to be on. He's like, I was on Facebook before. He told me, he said I was on Facebook before, but now that I'm talking to you, I'm not on it anymore because I don't want you to think, say, I'm on Facebook looking woman.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah. So I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, okay. I said to him, like, I turned to him, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with you being on Facebook. I'm like, a lot of people is on Facebook, social media. Like, what's wrong with it?
Yo, my
He's like,
boy
oh,
sharp.
babes, I don't want you to think.
Him deadly.
Yeah. He's like, babes, I don't want you to think, I don't want you to think I'm on Facebook looking some woman because you're the only one that I love. I'm like, okay. So, anyways, I saw his picture on Facebook, alias name. Okay, different name. So, confronted him now. He's like, oh, he's like, no, first he says to me, oh, he's sorry. He didn't want to tell me that, he said he said it was an old stuff he had. He thought he don't use it anymore. That's what he said. So I said, okay, all right, it's old. He said it's old. But I said, how you say it's old, but look what you're wearing? Because every time, like, whenever he goes shopping, whatever, he put his clothes on, he would always send me pictures of the
Mm-hmm.
way you look. I said, look, you're wearing one of the stuff you bought recently. So how could you say it's an old photo?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think he said? Huh? After he's like, oh, babes, whatever, I'm sorry, I didn't, and he could, but anyways, give him for that.
Mm.
So he's like, okay, I'm sorry, whatever, I lied to you, whatever. So found them out again. Not a lie. Found them one day, actually one night, we were speaking on the phone, and you know how it pops up. It actually pops up in actually my email, like would say, add friends, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen a name, another name, the same person. I said, "Hey, this look like, no." So I'm like, no. Like I'm on the phone with him. I'm like, I'm saying to myself, are you kidding me? Right? And I'm like, look, I'm like, no. I went in and I'm like, what the heck? Anyways, I didn't say anything. I said, you know what? I ain't going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing now. I waited for like 2 days. And then I said something to him and he's like, so why he's like, he started with like getting defensive. He's like, are you a police? Are you some detective? I'm like, what do you mean? I said, I have to, you know? I'm like, what do you mean if I'm a police?
Oh
I'm like,
Lord.
I'm not the one who, yeah, that's what he said to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm not the one who is lying to who I said from day one I start. I said to you, be yourself, be honest. All I want him to do is to be honest with me. And it's like every time I just keep finding out, little lies, 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 lies.
So every time he creates a new Facebook account, it comes to
I
your email,
knew Facebook. He probably have right now. He probably have like four.
and him keep on
Yep.
him and different
He
different
probably
names and all of them.
different names.
All
Yeah.
right, me I go tell you,
It reached to the
me I
point.
go tell you no something now, viewers.
What?
You see, him smart, but him not too smart. Cause here what me know. She said every time
No,
him create a
no.
Facebook account, she get a friend request. Well, you know Facebook suggests people you may know, right? That's what
And it
Facebook
goes. It,
does.
it comes to my email. Yeah.
Exactly. So what happened now?
Yeah. It comes in my email.
Every time him create a new Facebook account, him use the same phone number. And that a go on people. So because she have him phone
Yeah.
number, Facebook pick up on it and say,
Save in my
you may
phone.
know this person.
Yeah.
And send it. So him not too
Yeah.
smart. He should have used different phone number.
Yeah.
All
That's what
right.
I'm saying. He's not too smart. He's not too not too smart. Because and every time he does it, he always goes on like, I'm the one who's doing something wrong or whatever. I'm the one is like I'm snooping. I said, listen, I did not do this. This came to me. It came into my email. Every time when you do this, it comes in my email. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So then he's like, I said, you know what? I'm like, no, 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 no. I have enough of this. I blocked him. I blocked him from calling regular call, block him from WhatsApp, everything. Well, so then he start emailing me. Oh, babes, I love you. That's why I tattoo your name on my hand. I'm like, really now? I said, why you keep lying to me? I told you, don't lie to me. You need to stop the lies. But it's like you just keep, I don't know. It's just something. It's just lies, lies after lies. And it's like he always wanted something, was always something. It's like, you know what, I have nothing to eat. Things is hard. I got my Wi-Fi bill to pay, and this is always something, you know? And then at one point I fall for it. I'm like, okay, you know. He's like, oh, I don't have anyone else. You're the only person that I have. And I have to laugh though. Yeah.
But all right, on a serious
But
note now, Carla, this is a serious question.
yeah.
Because I mean, to be honest, you're entertaining us tonight. Because even the way you tell it, it kind of entertaining, to be honest. But it's a serious situation. But
It is. It is.
this
No,
right now is
yeah.
this right now is a serious question for you. What did you see in this
Yeah.
person though that kept you interested in this person? Because if everything that came from him was a cry, other than the sweet nothings, right? What did you see in this person to make you say, well, this is someone I would want to build my life with or spend the rest of my life with, You know, based on the fact that he's always crying and want. What is it that you saw?
You know what? Honestly, sometimes I ask myself the same question. Yeah, but it's just there's just something about him. Yeah, there was just something about him.
Mm-hmm.
He's always, yeah, I don't know. He just have this charm. I don't know. Yeah, there's always something. And then plus, what happened to like he introduced me to like I spoke I spoke to his mom, family member. They told me it's like, oh no, they said, oh, he's a nice guy, whatever, and he have little issues, whatever. But it's like, you just give him a chance.
Mm-hmm.
So at times, sometime I was like, I was said, okay, that sometime one of the reason when he would he would message me, and cry and said, oh, this what he needs this or whatever. So that's why sometimes I think about that
Mm-hmm.
and the fact he tattooed my name on his hand.
Mm-hmm. So those were the things that drew you close to him.
Yes.
So they were like nightly conversations where him just a draw you in more and more and stuff like
All
that.
the time. He was like the sweetest guy. And people like they warned me. Even my daughter, she says, Mommy, don't what you calling him his sweet mouth. He just wanna leave Jamaica, whatever. I'm like, all those Jamaican, I'm like, all Jamaican is not the same.
Mm-hmm.
I said, same because it's what he said that to me. Because remember I told you at first I was saying that to him too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was kind of skeptical because he's in Jamaica and stuff like that. And first, like I just came out of that relationship, you know, years, few years, and I said, I don't want to be with anyone. And then my friend introduced me, introduced us, and so I said, okay, let me give him a chance.
Mm-hmm. You know,
But he was like, no, yeah,
Negrita just wrote something in the comment section, and
yeah,
this is something that's in your past. But what Negrita said is, from the instant that he told you that he had one pair of shoes, you should have just make him continue stepping. Because the reason why I agree with Negrita on that is this: you said,
yeah,
remember from your own words, you said that he told you he had a job, but then he lost the job. So
yeah,
if he had a job,
yeah,
why would he only have one pair of shoes? That alone should have sent off signals. And if he had a job, he should have had clothes prior to losing the job. That's
yeah.
something
That's
else
what
that
he
should have
said.
sent off signals. So that's simply
Yeah,
saying that, let's just say he wasn't a trickster then. Let's just say he wasn't a trickster.
yeah,
And
yeah,
he just
yeah,
really didn't have any shoes or clothes or food in the place. What I would look at as a female is this: if he had a job and him only have one pair of shoes after losing the job, then he's a bum. That is how I would look at it, because
yes,
he doesn't have his priorities in order. Because what would he
yeah.
have
Because
been
he's
doing
like,
with his money?
oh, because he said, oh, he had to do whatever. He's the one who have to, and the money that he was making, that's what he told me. He's like, oh, I wasn't getting much from my job, so that's the reason why.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Yeah, that's what he said.
so someone in the comment section mentioned the friend that set you up on him. Do you think this friend that introduced you to this person was just trying to get him to find somebody for bring him to Canada?
Uh, actually, no, because honestly, she said to me at first, she said after everything was going nice, she's like, no, she says, be careful. She says to me, don't go to Jamaica and get married to him. That's what she said to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
After a while, she said, don't rush and go to Jamaica and get married to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what she said. And then I was like thinking, okay, why did she say that? Yeah,
Maybe when she say, don't go Jamaica, well, if it's a she or a he, I don't know. But maybe when the person said, don't go Jamaica,
it's a
get
she.
married
It's
to him,
actually a she.
right?
It's a she.
Maybe that could have been reverse psychology just to put it in your head, You don't think so?
But in a way, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you know how reverse psychology
But
work, you know.
in the first place, she's the one. She said to me, she's the one who convinced me. She's like, "Oh, he's a nice guy, you know, supposed to be whatever. He's a nice guy." But he, he came off at first as a nice guy.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. So, all
Yeah,
right. So, how long ago
you
this
know,
this this you cut off this person? Are you still communicating with him?
I'm not communicating. You know, the funny thing is, today he got in contact with me today.
Mm.
He used, yeah, he used the phone because I blocked him. Remember his number, so I don't know if he got another chipped. And oh, babes, I love you and I missed you, you know. And that Facebook incident, I'm not talking to no female on Facebook. You got it all wrong. If you could give me a chance, I'm going through a very hard time now in Jamaica. But, I'm just holding my own, stay safe. Honestly, I was gonna respond, but you know what? I didn't even self-respond. Yep, I just blocked that number. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
but I just blocked the number.
Now let me ask you a question,
I don't know.
and
Yes,
you can be very honest. Had he not started doing these things that he did, what do you think would have happened? Where do you think you would have ended up with this person?
I believe honestly that relationship would have went a long way. That's what I believe. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because I was planning to go to Jamaica. Yep, I was going to go to Jamaica, not to say, okay, I'm going to leave and go to Jamaica and, marry him and, and bring him. I was going to go to Jamaica, meet him, whatever that, but just not, you know, I'm not that crazy. I may sound crazy, but I'm not that crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you would have actually went to Jamaica, meet him, and see where it would have gone. But
Yes,
what
yes, yeah,
what is actually sad is that he
yeah.
messed things up before he even got a chance.
Yes, he's the one who messed things up. Yep. It's like this, that is like the lies, and it's like what I seen is like he's out there now, he's looking for other, I guess, maybe vulnerable females to talk to, on Facebook to say whatever, because I tell you, some females I seen that guy sending message to and saying to them, "Oh, you're so sexy, you're so beautiful." I'm telling you, his
Wait,
mother looks better.
wait. You say you see him sending messages. How you see that?
Yeah, no, I know. No, I have my ways. I have my ways.
Woof,
Send messages to whatever. I know. Yes, I got my
wait.
ways. Unstoppable.
Hold
I
on
got
now.
my ways.
Hold on
He
now.
commented. No, no, no. He
Oh,
commented
he
to
commented.
people like, "Oh,
Okay.
sorry,
Okay.
not sending message."
Okay.
He commented down. It says like, and he's so and like, no, oh, you're so sexy, and I'm like, oh, you're so beautiful, whatever. Like same thing, like have a lovely. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Mm.
Yeah.
And this is on the Facebook that he doesn't use.
On Facebook, yes, on Facebook, yeah.
Mm.
Remember to, plus he has multiple accounts, Facebook. Like he has like five different names. Okay. He got that charm. Okay. As I said, he was sitting, oh, how, he would say, he's the type of person who would say, oh, did you eat? Make sure you eat, you have breakfast. Make sure you have breakfast. Make sure you have lunch.
Mm-hmm. Someone in the comment section say him go school for that. Mm-hmm. Get properly
Oh, all I
trained.
want to do is all I want to do is come and take care of it. No, no, he got manners. Yeah, he's
Mm-hmm.
very, yeah, when it comes to that, yeah. Oh, how is the kids? He's like, oh, please no.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very convincing. Yeah.
So let me ask you a
Very
question
convincing
now.
person. Yeah,
I'm gonna ask you a question now and see if you're going to be honest. Do you still have feelings for this person?
I do. Honestly, I do. I still do.
So there is a possibility that he could come back and sweet talk you and
No,
get you.
no, no, there's not. No, there's not. No. I still got feelings for him, but I made up my mind. I said, that's it.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
it. Yeah, I'd rather stay single. Just be like, no, yeah, I'm good.
Mm.
No, because honestly, the old me, he got in touch with me today and I blocked him before I would respond and say something, maybe fall to it and say, okay, because he called, like he messaged me, he wants something.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
that's the next thing that I wanted
And
to ask you as well, because normally um how a beggar operates is they remember you when they need something. So was he the type that's constantly communicating with you even when he doesn't need something?
no, he used to communicate even when he doesn't need something. Yeah.
Okay.
But I remember there was time it was like he would go on, it's like I would know like something is up.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, I'm having a bad day today. Things is not going. I'm like, I got to find that out. It's like, things kind of not going too good with me. I'm just, having a rough time right now. The way he was speaking, I would think, okay, there we go. You need something. Yeah,
Well, at least you know the
he was
signs for
like that.
when at least you know the
Yes.
signals for when he's about to beg.
No, but I'm saying the reason for this is like, I'm just, like he is so slick.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even, he is slick. I'm pretty sure he's on Facebook or whatever, baby, meeting whatever females and, telling them, how much they're beautiful, same thing, trying to get them, to do certain things for him because he's pretty good at that,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, females, be aware.
And that is actually the reason why she's on the program tonight, viewers. It's to wake up some females who probably in this kind of
Females be away,
situation.
not because maybe you're single and maybe lonely, vulnerable, and maybe this man will come and he say, okay, let me give it, and he starts sweet talking you, and it's like, oh my gosh, he's so sweet,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
And the way when he would sometimes it's the way sometimes he asks for the stuff, and he was thinking, oh my gosh, and he would say, you know what, it's true, Jamaica is hard.
You know, one of the questions I need to ask you: does he
Yeah.
actually ask you, or does he just tell you that, hey, boy, not knowing at the house, and he leaves it up to you to offer? What happens? Does he come outright and ask?
No, he acts. Yeah, he usually acts.
Him dangerous.
Oh, you know what? There's nothing. He's like, oh, there's nothing in the house to eat. There's nothing. There's no food, and sometimes it's like you send him money. Oh, food in Jamaica is so expensive, and that, and yeah, and then he recall it's like the little money I got, when I go buy grocery and I do this, I'm like,
So wait,
guy.
wait, wait, wait. Let me understand exactly what you're saying. So you're saying that you would send him money and he would then complain and say it wasn't enough, basically?
Yeah, like in the like say like in the next week or so, he would say, "Oh, the money finish," or yeah. Sometimes he was like, "Oh, I have my Wi-Fi bill to pay," or he would say, "Oh, I don't have enough because the money wasn't enough because I bought food, and this is kind of, oh, babes, I don't really want to pressure you, and but if you can please send that's how he would go about it. Yeah.
Alright, ladies, there you got it right there. The lady say, yo, beware of them brother that who always a come and go and let them nice and caring and loving, and then eventually, yeah, them are some users. Here we go on. If you want to listen to the rest of this one that was shared on Unstoppable Live, click the link. It will be in the description. It will take you on over to the live channel where you can listen to everything that was shared. Alright, and here we go on now. When you go over there, make sure if you click the subscribe button, and if you're watching on Facebook, hit that follow button as well. And Gewa, click the subscribe button right here up on the recap channel too, so that you don't miss the next upload. that's coming. Zane, watch out. Until the next Unstoppable recap, stay strong, stay motivated, but most of all, remain unstoppable.
Unstoppable.